So today is February 1st, 2020, dead of winter, Lake Tahoe area. But the weather here this winter has been kind of odd, strange. We had a good snow season in December. Then it got really unpredictable and warm and not much snow, only a couple of storms, about a foot of snow here and there. So I decided, and then the past couple of days has been very foggy, freezing fog and stuff at lake level. You can see there's supposed to be a lake there, Lake Tahoe. But down there is socked in fog for 2 days. So I decided to just, instead of going skiing in not so ideal conditions, especially on the weekend, I'm gonna go ahead down to Mono Lake area and check out the hot springs there. It's only like an hour and a half away from me. Be a nice drive, enjoying the sun, maybe dipping in a hot spring. So I'm making it down took our local road and down to Carson Valley. Down there is Carson Valley. It's very beautiful. It's to Highway 395, US 395, basically goes from Reno to LA, Southern California, along the eastern side of Sierra Nevadas. Very scenic road, especially around this time of the year with snow-capped mountains and dry desert. So it's gonna take me another hour and a half to the south of Bridgeport, California, where Travertine Hot Springs is. I'm gonna go check it out, and then maybe go to Mono Lake and have a little walk or hike over there and have my lunch. So I'm at Topaz Lake Lodge and casino. Before crossing the border into California, I usually stop here, put gas, because gas in California is like almost $1 more than in Nevada here, and then go to the clean bathroom in the casino here. I'm about less than an hour from that hot spring, but I may go to Mono Lake first and then on my way back go to the hot springs. The nice and sunny, warm, 61 degrees here. About 10 miles outside of Lee Vining, town of Lee Vining, California, which is the gateway to the high country of Yosemite in summertime, but in winter the road to Yosemite is closed. But I'm gonna try and go up the road to check out how far I can go. So I pulled over from the road to this Mono Lake Vista point. That's Mono Lake. I'm gonna go down to I think it's called Navy Beach, where there is like a parking area and picnic tables. Have my lunch by the lake and walk around. Maybe I go down up the Tioga Pass Road towards Yosemite, which is closed. That road is closed for winter, but I'll go up a little, check out the scenery, and then go back to the hot springs on my way home. I love the peace and quiet here. Off season. Come here in summertime, it's very crowded, a lot of people. It's the best time to come is now. After leaving Lee Vining and passing Tioga Pass Road, I turned left on this test station road. I think this is gonna take me to the Tufas, this formation on Mono Lake. I usually don't come this way, but we try it now. Maybe more of a dirt road later on. I think I biked this one time. The scenery is nice. I actually went up those mountains straight ahead. There's a off-roading, you can go there and check out the volcanic, those are all volcanic formations. water is so calm on the lake. It's like a mirror. Yeah, I came here on a bicycle one time. I guess dirt road here. It was a rough ride on my road bike. I had fat tires on it, but still was a rough ride. Here we go. Woo! Hit it. Dirt road. So you're entering the parking area here. I think it's paid parking. Honor system, but the rangers may come and ticket you if you don't have the sticker on your car. Those are the tufas, those little stuff that are sticking out from the ground. We're gonna go get closer and look at them. Those are the Yosemite, that's the Yosemite high country up front with the snow. After lunch I'm gonna drive there and see how far up I can go. So I'm gonna eat my picnic lunch here, my sandwich and tea, and then go for a walk. Yeah, it's per person, it's $3. So I paid my fee and put the sticker in the car. Time to eat. This is the trail that goes to the beach by the lake to look at the tufas. This paved area is, the water level was this high here in 1959. I mean 51. The water level kept going down because this lake is fed by underground springs and rivers that basically percolate through the ground and come up here from the snowy peaks and all that. And of course, the City of Angels, thirsty for water. First they drained that Owens Valley or Owens Lake. Used to be a lake there, now it's a salt bed. And in this lake here too, they started taking water from the rivers that fed this or underground springs. The lake started drying out, and then I think the 80s or something, finally the environmentalists tried, block the city from, diverting all the water, and they're hoping the lake level will come up, not to this level here, but a little further up, or at least it won't keep going down. This Mono Lake is very important for migratory birds. They use the waters around here and the critters as they're migrating through this area. And the living things in the lake are basically brine shrimp. A lot of flies feed on them, and then the birds feed on the flies and the shrimp. And it's got a whole habitat here. Markers, they put different markers for where the water was at different heights or elevations. So this is from 1959. The water was up to here, but now the water is way down there. Basically these formations, these tufas, used to be underwater features. As these springs bubbled up underwater, their minerals precipitated and formed these columns. When the lake level dropped, they became visible. It's rather ironic, if the lake level hadn't dropped, you couldn't see these beautiful formations. But on the other hand, you don't want the lake level to drop completely. Man, this is beautiful scenery of the mountains here. I'm gonna drive up there, see how far I can go up Tioga Pass. So here the marker explains how water makes rock. Calcium-rich springs flew up flow up through the lake bottom. The calcium bonds to carbonates in the lake water. Basically, they precipitate out. You can see if the basically used to be like this, but now they're out of the water. Very fragile formations, and they have signs not to pick them, not to pick at them. Imagine you're walking what used to be all underwater here. So this marker here explains that this water on a lake is very alkaline and saltier than the sea. 2.5 times saltier than, and 100 times as alkaline as the ocean. Salt and baking soda kind of thing. But there are still critters living in the water. The water here is so calm, you can actually see these tufas that are being actually formed underwater. Doesn't zoom, the camera doesn't zoom. But you can see all these little springs bubbling up and precipitating the carbonate. And that's a crater there, actually. Volcanic crater. There's a trail that goes around it. I've done it before. It's by the road. There's a road that goes by there. This trail to the lake is a loop. You come to the beach and you go through these tufas and go back to the parking lot. This part of the going back loop, just imagine if all of this was underwater and like you're walking underwater and looking at all these formations, except all this sagebrush, of course. Man, ain't nobody around. I'm the only person in the park right now. Come here in summertime, it's full of people. Look how calm the water is, man. Hadn't seen this place so without wind. It's usually windy here. Let's see here. Let's cause some ripples. Yeah, all the migratory birds have gone through here already. No shrimps, no flies. Life is at a standstill during the cold months. Here you can actually see these tufas forming underwater. And I guess these are more recent. The lake level maybe was higher seasonally and they form underwater. The reason I say they're underwater because these formations cannot be formed in the air. They precipitate in water. Alright, going back to the car. I'm done with the hike or walk around the lake, on a lake. I'm gonna head on out to the Tahoe Pass Road, see how far up I can go. They usually close it. So I drove up 4 miles on Tahoe Road where the gate was, closed the road. Then took a side road and came down about a couple of miles to look at the scenery in upper high country of Yosemite. So I made it to Travertine Hot Springs area. It's a BLM property. It's basically 1 mile up a dirt road from 395 in Bridgeport, California. My freaking camera, of course, ran out of battery, so I'm using my cell phone to record this. At the beginning of the area, there are a couple of pools that are kind of more put together by humans. There are a lot of natural ones too, like this one is a basically small hole here. But it's crowded. The other pools at the beginning, there are 3 pools. You can sit in it, but there are people sitting in it already. There wasn't room for me. And here too, there's another pool down here. These guys are yapping. I don't want to break their party here. It's a beautiful area. I would love to come back here when there's snow on the ground. Can beat the scenery. So these hot pools are fed by this little stream that's running on the edge here. It's very hot. And it feeds these couple of pools down here. The water is warm, nice. A little smelly, of course. So I found the source of this water coming underground here, where my foot is. And goes in, becomes like a stream and follows this narrow finger thick stream. Goes to those pools there. Nice and hot here. Here's my foot. Very narrow, a couple of inches wide.